Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Now, one of Kentucky basketball's biggest fans lives in Fleming County. His name is John Applegate, and he had a viral video this week to prove it. And you know, a lot of us are bummed out about the loss this past weekend, but John cheered me up, and I think he will you too. He answered a lot of questions about a variety of Big Blue trivia, including the final score of almost every UK game he's ever seen. Take a look at the clip.
North Carolina and Kentucky. What was the score?
This year?
This year.
North Carolina 72, Kentucky 80.
North Carolina 72, Kentucky 80. All right. John, what about Vanderbilt? Now, they played twice, so you give me the first score and then the second game.
First, Vanderbilt 47, Kentucky 56.
Okay. What about the second game?
Kentucky 87, Vanderbilt 52.
Well, our superintendent likes Georgia, so what was the score of the Georgia game this year?
Georgia 49, Kentucky 69.
Oh, so we beat Georgia. We gonna rub that in on him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're now happy to be joined by John Applegate and his mother, Jenny, from Fleming County. Thank you all very much for making the trip.
Thanks for inviting us.
John, I loved your video. You've been a Kentucky fan for how long?
Since 2 years.
Since 2 years. 2 years. And you watch every game?
Yep.
And that video, you seem to be able to remember like every score that's happened. Am I
Yeah.
right? Why is that?
I watch those games.
You watch them all and then you just come to memory.
Yep.
Well, good. Now, when you heard about the video kind of going viral, what was that like for you as a mom?
It was pretty impressive to think that, you know, my little boy that, you know, whenever he was 4 years old, he couldn't talk. He had some issues with hearing and, you know, and being able to see him on a video screen with his principal and record, you know, to go out, you know, statewide possibly, you know, viral on social media. It was a pretty awesome experience.
So you're saying he wasn't able to speak till he was in first grade, is that right?
Yeah, he was almost in first grade before he was able to talk.
And now I think I read, do you want to be an announcer someday?
Yeah.
Tell me about your favorite UK game. What was it?
The Kentucky and Georgia game.
Kentucky and Georgia game. Now, why did you like the Kentucky-Georgia game? I don't remember much about it.
We make a comeback. I like comebacks.
Yes? So you like it when teams are behind and they come back?
Yeah.
Now, I've also heard you're good at remembering scores. So let's talk about the SEC tournament. I think they played Alabama. What was the score?
73 to 55.
Who won?
Kentucky.
Okay, and Tennessee, what about that game?
Tennessee 82, Kentucky 78.
I had the exact same reaction. Okay, who did they play in the first round? What about Abilene Christian?
79 to 44.
I like it. Wofford.
62 to 56.
Houston.
62 to 58.
All right, what about Auburn?
Auburn 77, Kentucky 71.
Did that game make you as sad as it made me?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Now, you told me you play basketball. I got a question. Can you beat me in basketball?
Probably.
Probably you can.
I can.
I'm really tall. How are you going to be able to beat me in basketball?
I won't beat you.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue.
I think it's going to be a close game.
Oh, you think? Well, I appreciate it. At least be a close game. Now, who's your favorite player?
This year?
Yes.
Tyler Hero and Reed Travis.
Tyler Hero and Reed Travis. What do you like about them?
Tyler Hero is a shooter.
Yes. And you're a
Good
shooter.
a good three-point shooter.
A great three-point shooter. He shot that game when he shot against Houston.
Now, how exciting was that? When he hit that shot against Houston, I jumped up and went crazy. Were you excited about it? Now, I heard, somebody told me that even though you weren't born, you don't like Christian Laettner. Am I correct about that?
Yeah.
Why don't you like Christian Laettner?
He even hit that shot. And my gym teacher, Mr. Barker, he showed me that Christian Laettner shot.
Yes.
And I really hate that. I told him to turn it off.
Yeah, see, I do the same way. Every single time they put the Christian Laettner shot on, I'm the same way. I don't want to see it, but they play it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, now, I've heard you want to be an announcer. Am I correct about that?
Yeah.
Now, I was told that you are able to announce the Kentucky Seton Hall game. You remember the shot that Keldon Johnson hit from half court?
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to show this clip of Keldon Johnson making this shot, and while we do, you're going to announce it for us. So let's set up the scene. Kentucky is down by 3, and you take it from here.
Okay. Kentucky 67, Seton Hall 70. Keldon Johnson, the half court three. It's good!
Look at that. That's like Tom Leach right there.
Yep.
Do you remember the very first game you watched?
Yep.
Who was it?
The Stephen F. Austin in Kentucky.
Stephen F. Austin, what was the score of that game?
87-61.
87-61. I actually remember that game the Cats won. Well, I hope one day you take my job here and you become the voice of the Kentucky Wildcats. Would you like that?
Yep.
Well, good. Well, John, thank you very much for coming. You always brighten my day, and I appreciate it.